Hello, good morning. This is Harry. Welcome again to a senior's perspective with a twist. I'm doing something different um, today. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday I did my other program, which is um, about coins, and I've decided to make some changes, and that is I'm going to attempt to start uh, making videos every day. Now, I said I'm going to attempt. And this is Christmas Eve, and I'm out on the bike path. I'm taking a walk. I'll let you see where. On the bike path. And I'm headed that direction. And I enjoy walks in God's creation out here. I call it a canopy. The trees are on either side, and it's like a covering, but of course it's winter, and the trees are bare. You can see that on either side. I enjoy these walks. It's a good time to think. And being a senior, and the title of my program is A Senior's Perspective with a Twist. And that twist comes with certainly talking about reality. And the reality is that God is real. And I'm going to talk about just life in general, things that happen with us seniors. That's what I want to focus on. And right now, as I said, I'm walking down the bike path, enjoying myself, getting exercise. That's something that, two things that I think a senior needs. One is rest. We ought to get our rest. We ought to get that 8 hours of sleep. I don't know about you. Some may need more. Some may need a little less, but rest is very, very important for a senior. When I was a child, my mom would make me take, my sister and I, we were close in age, and she would make us lay down, take a nap. That's when we were growing up, when we were, small. From toddlers on up to 6, 7, 8 years old, we had to take a nap. And of course, sometimes I really didn't like it, but it was good for me. And the second thing I believe that we as seniors need, and this is, there's a purpose in this, getting your rest, and then getting exercise. Sometimes we may have the tendency to want to sit down. As you get older, we don't have the energy we did when we were in our teens and 20s, 30s, and sometimes for some of us, even in our 40s. But, of course, in your 30s, your energy does start to wane. Some people don't realize that, but that's what happens when you're in your 30s. I remember playing a lot of basketball when I was in my youth, and I could go in my 20s. And even when I got tired, I'd sit down for a few minutes, 20 minutes, like on basketball teams, they'll have the first 5 in, and when the coach sees that, one or two of his boys is getting tired, he'll substitute for them so they can catch their breath, catch their wind back, and then be able to just go back out into the fray, go back out into the game, and, do what you need to do in order to win. Well, if you want to win, there's two things that we as seniors should do. And some have not done it and are paying for that later in life. Take care of yourself when you're young. if there's any young people listening to this word of encouragement and certainly advice, get your rest, and then exercise. All that food that we put away, especially during these seasons, people call it holiday seasons. When it comes to Christmas, I like saying Merry Christmas. That's me. That Happy Holidays don't get it with me, because the day that we're observing is the what we call the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I think Merry Christmas is appropriate, because we should be happy, because He is the best gift that a man or person, a person, man or woman, child, could receive. And that's what Christmas is all about, the gift of Christ. Because God saw our situation, bad, and if He didn't step in and do something about it, there's a place where people go. When you know God and His Son Jesus, you can go up. If you don't know Him, that's just how it is. You can call it preaching or whatever. I call it just saying how it is. It's reality. Remember, I said I was going to talk reality. Now, I'm not going to always talk about God, but He's right there. There's a lot of things in life that we go through, and a lot of times people, when they get in their most desperate situation, the first person they want to call on is God. But we live our lives a lot of times apart from Him. So I'm walking right now and just enjoying, like I said, strolling. It's probably a couple-mile walk and something that I need. I think I got decent shoes. Let me put that down. I think you can see my shoes. Let's see what kind of time frame. I'm going to be trying to do 15 to 20 minutes videos now. And that's Tuesday through Sunday. That's my intention. That's what I'm going to try to do. On Mondays, I will still be doing my coin program. I talk about coins. Dollar coins like Eisenhower, Morgan dollars. If you go further back, I don't think I have any of those other dollars. But if you hear a noise, it's somebody doing something, like some work on a field or something. So if you hear that noise, that's what's going on. Can't do anything about that. But I'm on my walk. I won't be always just doing videotaping when I'm walking. I will also be doing it in my home, my car, wherever. But this is like an introduction of what I'm expanding my YouTube presence, content creation. And I've thought about this. Matter of fact, I think my very first program that I did was on the bike path. And then it evolved into, doing other programs. It evolved to coins and other items that I was presenting on YouTube. So this is just to get everyone prepared that you're going to see more of me on YouTube. I will create content that I think is certainly what I want to do, but I also want to create content that people can use. Like I said, advice and circumstances that I've gone through that might be helpful to someone else. And I'm going to make a disclaimer that you take the things that I say, and they're not like expert advice. You take it at your own peril. But I still want to talk and say things that, again, that I've gone through or that might be helpful to someone else. Because life I've been around the block a couple times. This is not new. I've been sick. I've been in the hospital. At times, you get sick, and the best thing to do is get help, and that's what I did. I haven't been in the hospital in many years. A lot of the hospital stays were for surgeries from sports injuries, and then I had sickness, just being sick, and needed to be hospitalized. But I learned some things from that. So, with that being said, I'm continuing my walk and just rolling down the bike path. You see the path right behind me. And I'm making my way to my end destination. When I get there, then I will turn around and proceed back. And it adds up to a couple miles. So, I have a lot of things I've been thinking to talk about. And I'll say one of them that I really want to talk about. I don't know when, but I have a box of albums that I got. I just thought about there might be some people out there that can identify with this. And these albums that I'm talking about, I bought because I used to go to a lot of estate sales and things like that, and I stopped that because of accumulation, and I don't sell anything, so it makes it hard. But back to the albums. The albums are they came from a radio station, and their promotion, where they had promotion, and this individual that I bought them from got them from the radio station. He won them, and they told him come pick them up, and he did. And he opened the box, he said, but he never played them. And I've taken them out and examined every one of them. And you'll say, well, what are you talking about? Well, I'll tell you. They're called the Second British Invasion, and that's when they had the groups, the Beatles. Let me think of some of these other groups that they had. The Rolling Stones. These groups are mainly from England. Duran. I think they may have a song or two on there, but there's something like 24 albums in this box. Brand new, never been used before. I mean, I haven't played them, and the guy said he hadn't played them. And I took each one of them out. They're individually in sleeves to protect them, and I've had them for several years now. And but that's what I want to take them out and show them and just talk about them, because I've tried to look them up online and see, if they're worth anything, and they are. How much exactly, I don't know. I've seen one or two people offering them on eBay. I think it was eBay that I saw them. But yeah, these are some nice albums that I just want to comment on. They're one of my highlights of things that I purchased when I went to these estate sales. But this wasn't an estate sale. This was a house sale, a yard sale. And I was just passing by. I don't know I don't remember all that I was doing that day that drew me to go in. But he had stuff out, and it wasn't until I went into his garage. That's when I discovered those laying there on the floor, because I was looking at different items that he had for sale, and those caught my attention. And I asked him about them, and he said, I said, how much you take for them? And he said, I believe I bought them for $50. And I tried to talk him down, but he said, no, I can't take no less than $50 for them. I guess he felt an attachment like I do now too. But they're worth a lot more than $50. I do know that. They're brand spanking new, and I've tried to look them up and the information that I found out about them is limited. I do know that they have they have a what do you call it? They're on a list for a company. I forgot the company, but I'll be able to talk about that when I open up the box and look at them. But a company, I think it may have been a car company, was sponsoring these albums. Excuse me, for the radio show where they went. They were to be promoted, and I think it was a car company. Anyway, I was just happy to get them in. I take them out every once in a while just to look at the paperwork, and I try to stay up on see if anything other information that I can find. But the information my information has been limited. So that's one of the highlights that I want to talk about on this new direction that I'm going, which is to film every day and just talk about life. This is what I can think about so far right now. Is what I'm talking about now, and that is those record albums. But there's a lot more to talk about in life than just things. There's situations and circumstances that we sometimes find ourselves in, and I have found, and I think you agree with me, a lot of times we seek, like we do if we have a legal problem, we go to somebody like an attorney, a lawyer, and to see if that person can help us with it. If we have something, we see a bump on our body and it's got discoloration on it and it doesn't hurt, but it shouldn't be there. So what do? You go get the physicians. You make an appointment, go to the physician, see what you can find out from the physician as far as what that is. Same thing in life. Just talking, a lot of times we learn things about ourselves and about our circumstances and situations by talking to other people. Now, you have to be careful because some people will tell you things that are not true, or they'll say something, but they really don't know. They really don't know the truth of this situation themselves. They don't have the answer, but they'll say they have the answer. And so we have to be careful in life that we don't get misled. We don't get steered in the wrong direction. And that's why that's why people talk. We don't just talk to have enjoyment between one another. We talk because sometimes we need a shoulder to lean on. We need to cry on as well. We need somebody that has more experience than we do, that's been through a certain set of circumstances, and they have information that we need. So that's the kind of program that I want to present to everyone. I'm at the end now, so I'm going to turn around. There's that direction, and here's this direction I'm headed. So with that being said, I said I was going to talk between 15 and 20 minutes. And that's my goal. Talk about life. Talk about how I'm doing and maybe some of my aspirations as a senior. Because don't think that seniors don't have aspirations just like younger people do in their 20s and 30s and 40s. Now, I will say this before I close out. As I got to cross the street carefully here, crosswalk. Here comes the traffic. As I was getting into my 50s, I started to think that life was passing me by, and I didn't have, long to be here. Of course, none of us know when we're going to leave, because you got, as older people used to say, you got some short graves. You got young graves as well as old graves. So no one knows when they're going to leave. But you would think, it's common sense, we think that young people have a lot of years ahead of them. And again, I was thinking that, it was time for me to leave here in my 50s. And somehow the 50s turned into 60s and so forth. And I'm still here. And I need to keep myself busy. And as I said, I have goals and aspirations. And what they are, that's neither here nor there. You just need to stay busy, no matter what age you are. And as I'm thinking right now, I'm over 20 minutes. So I'm going to get ready to close this out. I think I've said enough right now. If you like what you've heard, wish you comment. If you have not subscribed, I ask that you would subscribe to my channel. And remember, I said that I'm going to continue presenting my Monday coin programmer show. And then I'm going to add Tuesday through Sunday will be me talking about other subject matter. So with that being said, I say thank you for watching and have a good day.